So let's say that we want to give our character an idle animation. Now I want to preface this by saying that this tutorial is going to be very specifically for making an idle animation for your character for Minecraft in Blockbench. This will not serve you if you want to do other poses, if you want to change the crouching pose or animation or walking animations or anything like that. And that is specifically because, unfortunately, Blockbench and CPM are not actually compatible. I will make a different video about how to animate in CPM, but if you only really want to have an idle animation, as in you just want to give your character ears that flicker when it's standing or a tail that sways, then this is going to be all you need. But if you want to do more, then watch the other video. So before you actually get started, just make sure that you have a couple of things ready to go. The first thing is that whatever it is you want to animate, in our case here it's going to be the tail, make sure that all of the folders are nested correctly, and make sure that every single one of these cubes is inside a folder, because once you actually start animating, these cubes will not exist as like a cube, right? It's only going to be the folder. If you go to Edit, Paint, Animate, it's only going to be the actual folders. The cubes are going to be compressed down. So make sure that everything that you want to have motion is in its own folder. Make sure that those folders are nested inside of each other properly. If I was to put the tail in like the head folder, if I was to move the body, the tail would not move with the body. Instead, if I was to rotate the head, it would rotate with the head, and that's not what we want. Make sure that it's just located in the right spot. You will know because you can just click R to rotate and the thing will move with whatever it is it's attached to. Similarly, you're going to want to make sure that all of your pivot points are correctly located, okay? You will know that it's correctly located, again, by just rotating the item. The pivot point typically is not going to be exactly where you want it to be. It's going to be located wherever it's going to inherit the pivot point of whatever folder it's already in. So you're going to have to move it. Just make sure that every pivot point is where you want it to be so that your items will rotate accordingly. Once you've made sure that all of that is correct, now you're going to want to just go to the top right here and click Animate. Okay, everything looks like it is right. We have this new screen here. Down here is our timeline. That is where all of our animation frames are going to go. But first we actually need to give it an animation to work with. Blockbench is actually an absolute delight to animate with. It's a shame that it's not compatible with CPM, really. But let's just get this standing animation going. In order to do that, just go to the top left corner where it says Animations and click on this plus sign. It's Add New Animation, CPM. Click on that plus. Name this whatever you want. I'm going to name it Turtle Bloom Standing. Turtle Bloom Idle, actually. Idle, that's the name of the character. Change the loop mode to loop, and then change the animation type to standing. I know it gives you all of these options. It's not going to transfer to CPM, unfortunately. And if it did, I know that some people managed to make it work. It gives you way too many frames, and sometimes it makes it so your skin is just not going to load in because there's so many frames that the game refuses to load it. It's too big of a file, right? So just only standing for this tutorial, okay? Make sure that this is ticked on, additive. It makes it so that the animation is added on top of whatever existing animation there is. Priority 0, and confirm. Now we have this added to our top left side. When we click this and we click whatever it is we want to have move, in this case the base of the tail, it's going to give us all of these options down here, right? And the more you click on the folders, the more it's going to add each of these segments down to your timeline. So I've added the base, mid, and tail tip now, basically. And now you just start moving it. So I'm going to rotate the tail down and to the side for this example. And it's created a keyframe, it's called, on the base of the tail. It doesn't create it for the other parts because I haven't done anything to manipulate them. I've only manipulated the base of the tail. But the other pieces still move along with it because they are attached and nested inside of that folder. So let's say I want that to be my first frame, and then I want my second frame to be maybe in the middle, and then I want my last frame to be all the way to the right. Okay, and then I'll copy this. You can Control-C, Command-C to copy a previous frame. I'll just copy that frame. I'll go back here. I'll select that one, and I'll paste it here. This blue bar determines the end of your loop. Let's say, yeah, I have those keyframes. Blockbench is going to fill in all of this empty space for you and just do that for you. Boom. It's ugly, but it is functional, and that is all you do. You just play around with it. Now, to make this actually look good, if you really want to get more into it, I would recommend you look at actual animation tutorials, things like the 12 fundamentals of animation and stuff like that. But if you just want to have fun, and I recommend you just do this for fun, frankly, it's for Minecraft, man. Just do something that makes you happy. Just add on frames and play with it until it looks how you like it. You can change the playback speed if you want it to be faster or slower. If I want it to be maybe 200 there, that would make it a lot faster. Yeah, I mean, and let's just play with it a little more. Okay, let's say I'm happy with how the base of that tail looks. Now maybe I want the middle segment to also move a little bit. I want it to drag behind. I'm going to click on the middle segment, right? Click on this specific section, and I'm just going to rotate it as well. I'm going to give it keyframes. There we go. I'm just going to do it, you know? And we add another one. I don't know if that's going to work. Always make sure to copy the first frame into the end of the loop so that it'll basically cleanly do your thing, you know? It'll cleanly interpolate those frames. But that's looking a lot better already, just because I added more frames to the next segment. And then if I want to add to the tail tip, let's say, like right here, maybe I want to give it a frame for the tail tip. It automatically adds that first frame where it was previously. More dramatic. There we go. Whoops. Beautiful tail movement. This is pretty dramatic for tail movement, honestly, but, you know, you do whatever makes you happy, again. And now we have a fully swaying tail. And honestly, the moving tails are one of my favorite things to animate. Just because it adds so much to your standing character when you actually are just chilling there in Minecraft, you know? But you just do this for anything and anything, right? And then just click that save button here, turtle, idle, JSON. Just save that. Make sure you save all of your files. Make sure you save your skin file. Make sure you save your Blockbench file. But that's all you need to know for the animations. That's it.